but we did enough things to give ourselves an opportunity to win. And then down the stretch, in those type of games, it just takes players to make plays, and we had some golden opportunities to finish at the rim. We had some opportunities to finish possessions, and they kind of willed it, and we just came up short.
I was going to say, could you have asked for a better defensive execution of a game plan than you had tonight when you look at the fact that their top 3 scorers go 5 of 23 from the field?
Yeah, that's the hard part, is that, you know, we dug ourselves a little bit of a hole early where I felt like we were a little deer in headlights, playing a little too tentative, and they kind of were the aggressor, and they kind of punched us in the face. But to our kids' credit, I think they did a good job of just kind of settling in and balancing it out. But again, at the end of the day, you've got to finish. You got to finish, and we had some opportunities, and we let them off the hook. And to their credit, they made the necessary plays.
Is that the hard part, is because it's not just that you miss shots, it's the type of shots you missed, especially 4 consecutive layups, I guess, down in the final minute and a half.
And those are momentum breakers. You know, you get the stop, and we're kind of building some momentum, getting stops on the defensive end, but then you got to cash that in. And I think we took a 3-point lead at one point and had some of those opportunities, and we got to extend there and continue to be solid defensively. And we played some unconventional lineups tonight. We didn't think that inside our post play was giving us as much from the offense and the defensive side of it. And to our credit, the smaller lineup gave us ourselves an opportunity to get some stops. But then again, you've got to convert and make them pay, and we just didn't do it enough.
Is this your best defensive performance? And when you look at it, San Diego State comes in averaging 10 made threes a game. They go 0 of 12. Is this your best defensive performance, you think, team-wise?
I think it's up there. I think when you ask that question, to take their top scorers out of the game or out of the equation, you got to feel really proud of that aspect. And I think if we would have walked into this game feeling like that or knowing that after the fact, you probably feel like you're walking out here with a W. But you got to finish, and we just didn't do it.
What do you do to attack that as a coaching staff? Because really on both ends, you made them make contested shots. They were making you attempt contested shots. They made more than you did. Do you have to, is it a tougher mindset or is it tougher physicality?
I think a little bit of both. I think we talked about that at halftime, is just having more conviction, and we said confidence will win this ball game. And down the stretch, we just didn't finish with the necessary confidence. We kind of shied away. We tried to maneuver the ball around a defender rather than just going through their chest and taking it up strong and just living with the result. And that is a tougher mindset and a just different type of conviction. To their credit, they did the things necessary to finish those type of plays. I love the fact that our group put ourselves in a position, but at the end of the day, players got to make plays at the end.
In this game, Brooke seemed to be the one player. This almost seemed to epitomize her improvement on both ends of the ball tonight. She was strong to the basket, didn't worry about contact, which she did a little bit last year. She was a better defensive player tonight. She did a really good job on both Nat or whoever she had, paying Naomi. Was this is a progression you're seeing out of Brooke, and this is maybe one of her better games in that way?
Yeah, I think Brooke has been really solid throughout the year, and sometimes statistics may show that as far as her scoring points, but I think the impact on both ends of the floor, I think she's growing as a leader. In games like this last year, she maybe kind of got off to a slow start, and she may have kind of fizzled out throughout the course of the ball game, but she's been pretty rock solid, and when we need her most to step up and give us some of that leadership or some of that toughness, she stepped up and delivered, and I think you hit it on the head. I think she's really playing well at a high level on both ends of the floor. How
much better is she defensively this year, and how important is that when you add her into the mix with the way that Hannah plays defense, that Amarta plays defense?
It's hugely important. Like with a Ronsick, with a Mart, you feel like you can almost cancel out kind of the opponent's leading perimeter players, and now being able to have Brooke do that, she's taken away the three-point line, but she's also taken away the dribble penetration, which almost kind of shuts off a portion of the floor, and it makes it easier to game plan and schematically do some things to help around the basket.
Did you feel like the shot at the buzzer before halftime gave you some momentum going in, and did you feel like they brought that out into the third quarter?
Yeah, we were a little stuck in the mud. We just weren't clicking offensively in that first half. And And I think to just see that thing go through the hoop and mentally, I feel like it's a different equation when you're down 7 instead of down 4, and really feeling like we didn't play great basketball. And then we've been a really good team in the third quarter, and that's the biggest thing Coach kind of said at halftime is like if we were to walk in here and say the score is 36-40, your mindset is a little different and a different type of feeling, but at the end of the day, we're just down 4. It's just 2 possessions. And we've got to come out with the type of mindset to establish the tone, and I thought we did a good job. And defensively, to know that we held them to 46 points, I'm cashing in a lot of chips, feeling like we're winning this ball game. But you also have to deliver on the offensive side.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Rico.